Hello, my name is Prof Khutoryanskiy and I'm Professor of Formulation Science in Reading School of Pharmacy, University of Reading. And throughout my research and academic career, I have supervised 29 PhD students. Among them, there were 18 PhD students supervised at the University of Reading and 11 at various research institutions in Kazakhstan. Currently, my research group consists of 8 PhD students at University of Reading, and also I contribute to supervision of research students at various institutions in Kazakhstan and in Russia. I did my PhD in polymer chemistry in 2000 at Al-Farabi Kazakh National University, and the title of my PhD was Interpolymer Complexes of polymers based on vinyl ethers and related composite materials. I'm absolutely delighted and honored to receive the PhD Supervisor of the Year Award. I think that postgraduate awards is an excellent way to recognize both students and their supervisors for their work and achievements. These awards definitely motivate students and supervisors to aim higher, to set ambitious targets, and to be proactive in exploring various opportunities. I'm really grateful to my PhD students for nominating me for this award. During my entire academic career, I worked with so many very talented PhD students from different countries. I am very happy that many of them now work in academia, industry, and other organizations. I'm still in touch with them and support them as much as I can. Postgraduate awards is a fantastic way to give people visibility and recognition. I think it is very good when supervisors and PhD students nominate for postgraduate awards. I'm sure that many research groups have brilliant candidates who deserve this recognition. There are numerous examples of good practice of supervision and excellent hard-working and proactive students. When I was a teenager, I read a book called Great Chemists by Kaloyan Manolov from Bulgaria. And this book included biographies of many famous chemists from 18th to 20th centuries. This book was so inspirational for me, and I decided to become a chemical scientist. So the decision to do a PhD was natural for me as a way to become a research active academic. PhD students will get lots of different transferable skills during their studies. Every PhD student will have to write reports, research papers, and the actual thesis, which will train them in their writing skills. They also will present their research at various group meetings, conferences, and symposia, and this develop their presentation and communication skills. Preparation of presentation slides and posters for presenting their work at various events, then analysis of research data and writing their papers and thesis will also require the use of various types of computer software, which will also be applicable for many other tasks. Postgraduate research will also involve working with information and retrieving it from the web and some printed resources. There have been other skills that could be gained, including collaborating with others, working to meet various deadlines, traveling the world, and so many other skills. Moreover, PhD studies will provide training in critical thinking, problem solving, and ability to move to unexplored areas. Therefore, those who achieve the PhD often are very multi-skilled individuals capable of achieving great results in many different careers. I was studying for my PhD in the late 90s in Kazakhstan, which was a very difficult period for the newly formed country after the collapse of the Soviet Union. So I faced many challenges, including serious lack of English language skills, then financial difficulties, and often a lack of elementary research equipment and consumables. My PhD studies have helped me to learn how to work hard, both in terms of the doing my research and also in doing some teaching jobs to support my family. During those years, I had to invest substantial efforts in improving my English language skills to be able to learn and to read original literature relevant to my research. If I was told at that time that one day I would become a full professor in the UK, I would simply think that this is not possible. At that time, I established connections and collaborative links with many researchers worldwide, and which has helped me to gain access to important research publications. The internet was not developed that much in Kazakhstan at that time, and there was very limited access to internet. But the links I've established, it opened me many opportunities, for example, for using research equipment at various collaborator laboratories, and this has helped my research a lot. There are many rewarding things in supervising PhD students. First is the possibility of teaming up with early career researcher to generate new knowledge. Almost in every PhD I have supervised, there were some unexpected research findings that we uncovered and proposed some explanations for the observed phenomena. It is also very exciting to see how students gradually develop into established and independent researchers. Every research may lead to some dead ends and negative results, which is often very frustrating for the students. It is important for PhD students to start appreciating negative results and to develop strategies of moving forward. To support my students, I organize regular meetings with them individually and also run group meetings. In group meetings, we have opportunities to discuss our own research, including some brainstorming sessions where negative results are discussed. Students often come up with interesting and original solutions to tackle these problems. We also run journal clubs discussing the literature, and occasionally we do career development training sessions, for example, mock job interviews. Modern challenges are very complex and often require multidisciplinary approaches to tackle them. For example, challenges related to human health, aging population, climate changes, and food security can only be solved with involvement of researchers representing different disciplines and specializations. Therefore, there's a strong need for a diverse research community. Several important factors should be considered when choosing a PhD. First of all, it has to be an interesting and challenging project that could potentially make a difference in a given research field. Second, it is important to have a good supervisor who will be prepared to support a student not only during their PhD studies but also after successful completion. Good PhD projects also involve some external collaboration, either industrial or academic. The external collaborations may involve some opportunities for internship in other research groups, which could broaden the research horizons of early career researchers. Third, in addition to selection of a good supervisor, it is important to pay attention to the size and quality of a research group. Doing a PhD in a well-organized research group alongside other PhD students and postdocs provide an important experience, training opportunities, and possibilities for cross-fertilization of ideas. I also believe that it is advantageous to do a PhD in an interdisciplinary and international group. This broadens research horizons, gives appreciation of other cultures, and builds important network of contacts for the future. A PhD is a serious commitment for 3 or 4 years of your life. It's not like a typical 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. job, and it will always include unusual work patterns. I have seen candidates who decided to do a PhD for wrong reasons, for example, because some friends were doing it. So my top tip will be think carefully if you really want to do a PhD and how it will be related to your future career. When preparing a PhD application, it is very important to do thorough research on the activities of a potential supervisor. If it is an advertised project, then it would be good to do a bit of reading into the topic of this research. This preparation before submitting an application will help to write a good quality research proposal if it is required as a part of a PhD application, and also it will help during the interview. When I select a PhD student, I always try to look at their ability to think critically, to come up with original ideas, and also to communicate their research findings both verbally and in writing. Some of these qualities become clear when I go through the formal application documents. At Rating, we are expecting the candidates to prepare research proposals as a part of their formal application. I also interview all candidates via Skype and ask some questions which could indicate the ability of candidates to communicate clearly and to think critically. In order to be successful in their PhD, the students have to work hard, be proactive, and be willing to learn new skills. Good communication skills are also very important. Very often, these skills could be developed during the PhD studies when the students are prepared to work hard and both in terms of producing new data and also in analysis of literature. Students should also be persistent in achieving their goals and should not give up when they face some difficulties or negative results. Successful students should also have several peer-reviewed publications by the end of their PhD studies, and they should definitely discuss the plans of publishing with their supervisors. Additionally, the ability of students to work both independently and also as a part of a larger team is also very important. PhD students should learn how to become proactive in progressing their research. They should not be afraid of proposing new research ideas to their supervisors. And also, they should continuously look for new development opportunities. This could be new conferences, training, and networking opportunities, and also competitions for young researchers.